YouTube purposes. Thanks. First, I have a couple people that I want to thank. First of all, let me thank Cliff Obrist and Thrifter for getting me the show. Totally awesome. Thank you guys. They're going to be coming up after me, okay? Secondly, I want to thank everybody that showed up here tonight and showed their support for me. I've always wanted to do a show at home, and I'm really glad that so many people came out and we had such a great turnout, so give yourselves a hand.
Yeah!
Thank you. Awesome. So I'll just get right into it. And I'm from here originally, and now I go to school down in New York City. And I've noticed some differences. Like, you know, first of all, we have a lot more rednecks here. And you've seen them all over the place. I was in the gas station the other day, and I'm behind this guy paying for gas, and he puts up a 30-pack of Milwaukee's Beast Ice on the counter, and he has 2 extra long Slim Jims, and he asked for 4 packs of USA Gold cigarettes. And for those of you who don't know, USA Gold are the staple cigarette of rednecks in America. 1, because they have red and white stripes. 2, because they say USA, and 3, because they are the cheapest cigarette that money can buy. So I'm examining this redneck in his natural environment, and he turns around. He's got "Get her done" written on his hat, of course. And I'm laughing and I'm thinking, all right, if this guy's got a pickup truck with a gun rack, that'll just complete the set. So I pay and I go outside. He doesn't have a pickup truck. He's got a rusted old Cadillac, which is a staple car of rednecks in America. And he's got a gun rack in it anyway. You never know, just in case. It's a redneck thing. And then I see him employ what I like to call the redneck claw. It's the hick way of multitasking, see? What he does is he sets the 30-pack on the passenger seat next to him. He gets out a cigarette and lights it up. And then he gets out a beer and cracks it open. He starts his car and puts it in gear, and he drives off just like this. With a cigarette right here, and a beer right here, and the wheel in the other hand. And that's how people drive around here. And I was like, wow, it's good to be home. Feeling safe. Another big thing I noticed when I went down to school was the lack of diversity that we seem to have here. Like, up here, we went to Central Square. Shout out to Central Square. Wow, big holler. And it never happens. It never happens. I'll say that, like, a shout out to Upstate, and like 4 people will be like, yeah. But, you know, we went to Central Square, and there was literally like 5 black kids in my school, or 5 kids of any other ethnicity other than white, during the whole 4 years that I attended. And then I go to school down in New York City, I see groups of like 5 black guys, and I'm like, I don't even want to go over there. I feel like, what am I going to say to them? Like, chicka chicka, yeah, what up, gangsters? They're gonna be like, oh my god, look at Napoleon Dynamite, look at mofo over here. The hell out of here. Another big thing was, you know, people, now I'm walking down the street and people ask me when I'm around here, they say, are you afraid to walk down the street in New York City at night? And no, I'm not afraid, you know, I don't carry that much cash in my wallet, and I don't know, I just barter with them, please don't steal my shoes, I can't walk on hard floors. I'm not that scared, you know what I mean? Because I just walk down the street and every person that I see that I pass immediately by, I say, how you doing to them? Because the way I see it, if it's you and me on the street, and I'm cool with you, if there's a third person and they want to start some shit, I want to know that you got my back just as much as I've got yours, because I can't run, and I fight exactly how I look. Like a skinny white boy. So in New York, you know, around here we're a lot more friendly, you know. You'll say hi to somebody walking out of the store or something, because who knows when you're going to see another person. In New York, it's a lot different. There's people all over the place, so they have different etiquette, you know what I mean? So when you get on the subway, you're not supposed to make eye contact. You just look at everybody's shoes. And I didn't know this, so I get on the subway, and I'm staring at it, and I'm looking around, and all of a sudden, I make eye contact with this woman. And I didn't know what to do. There's that awkward moment, so I was like, hi, but people in New York City are jumpy, so she was like, ah! But I grew up with 3 older sisters, so I have twitchy sibling syndrome. So I was like, ah! And then she gets out a knife, and I'm not screwing around, so I put her in a sleeper hold. But then she starts flailing about. She's stabbing other passengers on the train, and I didn't know what to do, so I had to put her down. So now I don't make eye contact. I just look at everybody's shoes like everybody else. I learned not to stand out. I have twitchy sibling syndrome, like I said, and for those of you that have older siblings here, you know what I'm talking about. It's like when somebody goes to give you a high five and you cower like an abused puppy. 3 older sisters, good God.
Yeah!
3 older sisters are pretty crazy. You ever see that movie Gorillas in the Mist with Sigourney Weaver where she like went to Africa and like studied apes for like 3 years? That was me growing up. Okay? 3 older sisters. And you know how most times when people have like sisters, they're a protective brother or an overprotective brother, you know, they kind of look out for their sister. Not with me. I was what you would call an underprotective brother. We'd be walking through the mall, and I'd look for the shadiest guy I could find and be like, why don't you go out with him? And they'd be like, well, he looks like a serial killer. Yeah, if we're lucky, he won't bring you home. You can't be protective of sisters who are beating you up all the time. It just doesn't work. And it's like, anytime I annoyed one of them, there's 3 of them. They'd all just gang up on me and beat the crap out of me. And of course, my mom doesn't help at all. I'm like, Mom, I see the 3 ninjas, and I'm like 8 years old. I was like, Mom, I want to take karate so that I won't get my ass kicked by girls all the time. She looks at me and she goes, what? Oh. Well, your sisters already do activities, and we can't drive you to all of them. So I could choose between horseback riding, dance, or gymnastics? You gotta be kidding me. Gymnastics, at very least, is a way to pick up women. Unless you have my athletic ability, I run like a special ed ostrich. Worse than that is the shower. You know, I get in the shower. You ever shower where only women live? You get in, there's like 5 shampoos, like 6 conditioners, not a single bar of soap. I was like, do we own an Ewok? Are we washing Wookiees in here? Like, what's going on? We can't afford zest. So I'm already in the shower. I can't run outside, run downstairs, and grab a bar of soap. So I gotta debate on whether or not to use the lather from the shampoo or just be gay and use the body wash. I use the body wash. So I get out of the shower and I'm like, okay, time to shave. And all we have for shaving cream is Skin Tint Lavender or Raspberry Rain. Oh. Awesome. Worse than the shower is the bathroom in general. I can't even go in for tampons, for Tylenol for fear of finding a tampon. Woo! I can't go in for tampons. That would be inappropriate. You gotta understand, there's 4 women in my house. 4 women. There's only 4 weeks in a month. The basement became my bunker. My house became a war zone. I would only come up for rations. I learned to stay low, keep quiet, never give away your position. Oh my God. But see, okay, yeah, laugh it up, fellas, but what guys don't know is that when women live together, their cycles start to coincide. Like one big, massive ball of evil.